have had the pleasure of working with her for the last 20-some years, and I haven't been here 29 years. But there are some that have been with me the entire career, but thank you so much for your dedication to Ralston Vet. I mean, it has absolutely meant so much, and we have learned so much from you. I know that her compassion and care for all of the pets that you've cared for is just absolutely phenomenal. And the doctor team would like to say a few words for you as well, so I'm going to start with Dr. Erickson.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here today honoring Dr. Mansfield on her retirement. And we've been working together since 1988. 88 here, right. And we actually knew her before when she was a veterinary student. She had been a student spending time working with veterinarians, and I'd known her even before that. So it's been 29 years that we've been in practice here together. And I'm very honored to have been associated with Dr. Mansfield during this time. Dr. Mansfield is an Iowa State University College of Veterinary Medicine graduate. And I don't know if many of you knew this, but prior to going to veterinary school, Dr. Mansfield had spent 7 years as a teacher in the public school system. She taught middle school, which I think was called junior high back then, and she taught art and English, and decided that the career change was in order, and that's quite a commitment to go through the veterinary curriculum. Did you have to go to a little pre-vet stuff through that, or did you have your requirements already?
4 years of pre-vet.
4 years of pre-vet. Okay, after college that she became a teacher, 4 years of pre-vet, 4 years of veterinary school. Now that's a commitment, guys, that really is. And we're very fortunate to have someone who makes those commitments to have been with us. As a veterinarian, she's just super competent and compassionate. I think all of you that have her as a client know how involved she is with both clients and their pets. And you could never ask for a better personality and demeanor for a doctor. She's just fantastic, and we all could learn from her demeanor. She's real thorough and meticulous. Being a teacher, her paperwork and her detailing records and communication with clients just goes without equal. So we all could learn from that too. Now let's talk about a loyalty issue here. Dr. Mansfield has been in the same clinic since she graduated from veterinary school her entire career, and I believe she is the first person ever to retire from Ralston Veterinary Clinic. First veterinarian to retire. First veterinarian to retire from the clinic, so they try to kill us off before we retire. Anyway, also another interesting thing is Dr. Mansfield, from a veterinary class of 120, as far as she knows, she's the only person to be at the original job she started with and worked its way through. Everybody else has changed jobs once or even numerous times, like most of us have. So that's quite an accomplishment. It shows loyalty and everything. And another thing to know about Dr. Mansfield, she's been a long-term member of the Nebraska Veterinary Medical Association, and not only just a member on paper, she has volunteered since the beginning to be on their continuing education committee and on their public relations committee, and that's a lot of extra work, and she does spend a lot of time both here after hours and on her days off and working for the Nebraska Veterinary Medical Association also. So we got to talk about her. Most of you know her as Dr. Mansfield, okay? Her first name is Lueen, L-U-E-E-N. We had some strange names back in the beginning. We had a receptionist named Orvella and her husband Zolan, so we got talking about strange names, and we got on the internet and found out that we could not hardly find any Lueens. Dr. Mansfield had looked and found one or two other ones in the country. There was a famous author from North Africa, South Africa, that was named Lueen something or other. And then, just to show you how social she is, she finds out there is another Lueen somewhere in the country, somehow becomes pen pals with her. So, so now they're pen pals, and I'm sure they communicate. You ever met her in person? No, just pen pals. Okay. She's also, another interesting thing, if you work so many, if you're a member of the Nebraska Veterinary Medical Association for so many years, you become a lifetime member. And she is the first female to become a lifetime member of the Nebraska Veterinary Medical Association. Quite a while. Well, I know that not only will her loyal clients and furry patients miss her, but the entire staff here at the Ralston Vet will miss a dear friend and associate, and we wish you the very best.
So I get the honor of bestowing the gift for Dr. Mansfield. I'm Dr. Kennedy, and just like Dr. Mansfield, I also graduated. I'm going to switch sides. I also graduated from Iowa State University College of Veterinary Medicine. At the university, there stands a statue, just like the replica that I have here. It's a statue that embodies the gentle doctor, and that's what it's called, is the gentle doctor. It has stood in front of the college since 1936, and the gentle doctor reflects concern, affection, love, and significance for all creatures, great and small. The large hands of the statue represent a veterinarian's most important examining tool, and the large feet signify the commitment of standing on our feet all day long. But the tenderness and compassion of the veterinarian holding the small injured puppy while the mother dog sits loyally at the veterinarian's feet is by far the focal point of the statue, and rightly so. So it is a tradition that people of honor are gifted this statue at Iowa State College of Veterinary Medicine, and it is my joy to present this statue on behalf of Ralston Veterinary Clinic to Dr. Mansfield.
What an honor it is to have Dr. Mansfield practice in our practice. She's been a very caring doctor. She's the only doctor I know that can get out on the floor and eye level with a pet and still get back up. So she does a magnificent job, and we do appreciate all her service. Thank you very much.
Anybody else would like to say a few words? Yes, come on up.
I was hoping to tell one of our stories with Dr. Mansfield. Our dachshund, Fred, when he was 6 years old, his back end went out and he became paralyzed. And at that time, there was no surgeon in the Omaha area, so she had us take him to Iowa State, where they did their surgery on him, and even after the surgery, they only gave him a 20% chance of walking again. And they wanted to put him down. And I said, no, we are going to bring him home and see what happens. And when we went to pick him up, he moved his tail for the first time and showed pain in his feet for the first time. And so we brought him home, and the only thing you could really see from him is his back end would sway a little bit when he walked. And the first time we took him to see her after the surgery, she sat down on the floor and just watched him walk and cried. And so from that point on, I mean, there were other doctors that we really liked, Dr. Erickson and such, but from that point on, she became our dog's doctor. You're welcome. And Fred lived to be, what was it, 11, 12, 13, something like that before he died. So we got a lot longer time with him because of her. Our first Chinese crested, which they had never seen here at this clinic, he just had a little bit of hair on the top, and they're supposed to have a little on their feet and the ends of their tails. But we were having an issue with our dachshunds having fleas. And so we took them in here, and she stood there and watched the fleas going up and down, trying to figure out where there was hair, just to lodge onto. And when he died, they all sent a letter, and she put on there that she would never forget watching the fleas on Yoda's head.
When I first came in here 24 years ago, my previous dog, they just gave me Dr. Mansfield. I said, okay, first time I met her. She got down on the floor, I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. What an amazing person. Dr. Mansfield has been with me through two animals now. And I will tell you this, never met a kinder person in my life. And I know we all know that. I don't have children, so my babies are my animals. And it's just as if I went to an OB/GYN.
Thank you. I am Lyle Prosterman, and I am, this is my twin sister here. Anyway, we don't currently have an animal, but we had a dog named Popcorn. And of course, my sister was going to be the caretaker, the doctor for that dog. And we had her for 16 years. But there was one person that did not like, that she did not like, that the dog did not like. That was Dr. Mansfield. And Luann has told me over and over again that that was the only dog that she ever had as a patient that did not like her. And when Luann would come over to our house, the dog would, every time she walked by Luann, she'd growl. I never understood it because I visited the clinic and I saw her interaction with all the dogs, and all the dogs loved her. But our dog was, she was a smart dog. Dr. Mansfield would come at our dog Popcorn sometimes with a needle or something else, and a finger was even worse. And for some reason, Popcorn didn't like her. And it lasted for 16 years. And finally, Luann gave her loving care, the most loving care you could imagine, but it never changed. So anyway, we thank her for the concern that she had for our contrary dog.
I just want to say that I'll always be grateful to Luann. She took care of our cats. I'm her brother-in-law. We have one cat that lasted 19 years, and she took very good care of them, and I'll always be grateful for that. Thank you so much.
My husband bought me 2 Siamese cats for my birthday in 1989, and we were randomly assigned to Dr. Mansfield. And before we could get those 2 fixed, they had babies. And of course they were adorable, so we kept them all. And she was great with them. Bob's favorite kitty was Maynard, and he ended up with diabetes. And oh, that was so fun. She pulled us through that, and Maynard lived another 7 years. And we were pros at that shop. We were good at it. And then we got, after all those guys left, then we had Theodore adopted us, and then we got him a friend, and then there was another cat, and like 14 cats later, we still have Dr. Mansfield. Oh my gosh, we've been so much together. And when we would have to see another vet because she was busy, we felt like we were cheating on her a little bit. But it was okay. They're all good. But we're gonna miss you. We are so gonna miss you. She's really good. I hope you have a great retirement.
So thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I know that we all feel that because of her dedication and honor that she's touched so many of our lives, so many of our pets' lives, that we are better because of her. And we want to thank you so much for everything you have done for us and our pets and everything. We just love you so much, and we're going to miss you, but I'm sure you will be back and visit us often. I do want to remind everybody we are trying to raise money for the Omaha Dog Canine Unit. So we are selling raffles up front. We also have paw prints all the way through the hospital and are having really a fun time. If you want to visit the other items that we have available, please don't hesitate to do so. Enjoy your refreshments, and please continue to give Dr. Mansfield all your wishes.